Hi guys, so today we're going to try and make a little calculator. What we're going to do is trying to get our 7 times table to show up in Scratch. So here you can see that we click on the little button and it goes up through our 7 times table all the way up to 12 times 7. So this should help you with all your times tables that you do at school, with all your number bonds and everything like that. So how do we do that? You need to go to Google, Scratch, and then click on the Scratch, so scratch.mit.edu. Open that up. Now hopefully this will open up with you logged in. You have to make sure that you're logged in with either your account or your mum and dad's account. So here you can see that I'm logged in. Make sure that you've got your name up there and that you're logged in, because that means when you save it, it's going to save to your account. Otherwise, if you're not logged in, you can't save. So we're going to go to Create, start our new Scratch program. Lots of my students, they moan that Scratch isn't a proper programming language, but I think it's really good. I think it's really powerful. It does everything that you would normally do in a normal programming language, but it's just nice and easy to see what's happening. Right, this is taking longer than usual, but hopefully you're going to be in here a bit quicker than I'm going. I'm going to pause it a second. Now we're cooking. Right, so what we want it to do is we're going to click on this little fella over here. I've made my mouse bigger. It's really big now. It's purple. What I'm going to do is we're going to click on this little fella and then he's going to start telling us our 7 times table. So how do we make that happen? We have to go to, so when you click on things, these are things called events. Oh look, so we're going to say when this little guy's clicked, we can move him around. So we're going to click on him. When we click on him, we're going to start doing things. So let's drag that over. So when this sprite is clicked, hopefully you can see that, so let's make that a bit bigger. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at how to say something. So here we can say hello. Let's test that's working. Now he says hello for 2 seconds. That's way too long and way too boring, so let's put it for 0.3 of a second. That's better. So we want to say what is our 7 times table. Now there's a few different ways we can do that, but what we have to think about is you're going to be going up through your times tables. So you're going to be doing something multiple times. Sorry, somebody ran down the stairs then. So what we're going to do is we're going to be taking the number 7 and then we're going to show it on the screen 7. Then we're going to add 7 to it. So 2 times 7 is 14, and then we're going to add 7 to it again to get 21, which is 3 times 7. So we're going to keep doing that process of adding 7 to the total and going up. So we need to do we need a few things on our screen. We need something called a variable that we're going to store this number in that we're adding up. So we're going to call it total. So I'm going to click on for this sprite only. It doesn't really matter, but it's better to click on that. So we have a total. Now we're going to set total. Where's total? There it is. We're going to set it to 7. Let's get rid of this say hello for a minute. So then we're going to set it to 7 and then we're going to add 7 to it each time. So it's going to start off with 7, and then when we add 7 to 7 we get 14, and then when we add 7 to 14 we get 21. So we need to change our total. So we're going to say we're going to change it by 7, which is going to add 7 to it. And we also need to use our say, and then we're going to try and put total in here. So we need to take this variable and output it. So we need to go down to variables and we need to drag our total in here where I've put total is. So now if we click on it, So why is it going up so slowly? Now I'll tell you why, because I put 2 seconds in here. So let's put 0.3 and try again. So it's starting off at 7, 14, 21. So it's starting with 7. So we say 7, which is our variable, for a little bit, and then we add 7 to it, and then it comes around here because we're going to repeat these 2 blocks 10 times. So we add 7 to it, which is now 14, and the little cat will say 14, and then we add 7 to it and it'll say 21, and keep going. So hopefully that shows you how to get the little scratch fella talking his 7 times table. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it a bit more, the text inside the speech bubble a bit more interesting. So what we want it to say is, on this example, once 7 is 7, 2 7s are 14, etc. all the way up. Now there's a trick to that, and the trick is we have a second variable called count, and we're going to set count to 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 to count each time. So we're going to say once 7 is 7, 2 7s are 14, 3 7s. So count is going to be counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7s are going to be counting up 7, 14, 21. So we're going to have these 2 different numbers which are counting at different rates. So we're going to change count by 1. And then in here, we're going to have to make a bit of more complicated text that's going to be output by the little speech bubble. And this is the trickiest bit. This is really quite hard. So how do we make... So we have to do these joins. And it's really annoying. Computers are annoying. You just have to get used to it. This is just the way they work. So what join does is it takes 2 things and squishes them together. So we're going to join together count and total. So we're going to show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and over here 7, 14, 21, etc. Now it's kind of working, but they're all squished together. So we're going to have more joins in here. So we're going to have to put a few more bits and pieces. This is complicated, but when you see what I've done, you're gonna go, oh, I get it now. It's easy. So we're going to take the count, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in here we're going to say times 7 equals, and I've put spaces around some of them. So it's going to join all of those bits together using 2 joins. And there you go. It's working beautifully. Now, oh, we've got a spurious count there. Get rid of him. Just double check it's working. So I'm going to stop the video there, and your challenge is, can you get this little fella to say his 7 times table when you click on him? And even better, do you know which bits in here you would have to change to get him to say his 10 times table, for example? Now I'm going to get him to say his 2 times table. So there's a few bits I need to change in here. So I'm going to start with a 2, and then it's going to count up with 2s each time I go around this loop here. And let's see if that works. And that works beautifully. So your challenge is, can you do other times tables? Can you do your 5 times table? Can you do your 10 times table? Could you even go up and do your 12 times table? See you next time. We're going to change a few bits in this and get all of our buttons working properly, but hopefully that's given you a challenge to do. Don't forget to save it. Type in your name up here and then hit save. Save now.